This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Now we're at the Kever of Rabbi Hamburgher. Rabbi Hamburgher, Rabbi Yitzchak Horowitz, who's also the Av Bezdin of Hamburg, the Av Bezdin of the three communities of Ehu. As we mentioned, after Rabbi Sinai B'Shitz, Rabbi Yitzchak Hamburgher took over the leadership of these three communities. He was part of an illustrious chain of Rabbanim that preceded him. His father was Rabbi Yaakov Yukol Halevi, the Av Bezdin of Lagluga, son of Maram Tiktin. Maram Tiktin, they said about him, Roy, that the Shechina should be Shiur on him like Moshe Rabbeinu, but the door wasn't Zoicha. My wife's side of the family are descendants of Maram Tiktin. So he was the grandson of the Maram Tiktin. His father was a Rav in Broidi, and together with the Noid Yehuda and the Mayor Nesivim, they paskined about a certain woman that she's usher to her husband. The woman's relatives got involved. They were moiser on these three Rabbanim. Again, Rabbi Yitzchak Horowitz's father, the Noid Yehuda and the Mayor Nesivim, and they issued a punishment. The Noid Yehuda had paid a knas and he left the city. The Rabbi Yaakov Yukol, he left the city, and he became the Rav of Lagluga. So if you look on the Kever over here, it says Rabbi Yitzchak Hamburgher was Ben Hagoyna Mefursam Areinu Rabbi Yukol Av Bezdin Galuga. Okay, and Rabbi Yitzchak was known as a miracle worker. In 1764, he went to the Gabbai. He says to the Gabbai, "Give me the key of the shul." He took the key of the shul. People wanted to go in the shul for minyanim. He didn't let anybody go in. Nobody understood why is the rabbi taking the key. Soon after, the dome of the shul collapses, comes crashing down, and they realized, Baruch HaKodesh, that he knew what was in store. Interesting, he wasn't sick. On Hey Iyar, he gave a hesped here in Ehu for 3 Gedolei Olam. He came home, he wasn't feeling well, and he passed away. So I'm going to read to you the nusach of his matzeva, but as we mentioned, he came from a shalshelis of Yuchsin, and he continued that shalshelis. He had about 5 sons and 5 famous son-in-laws. Son-in-laws of Rabbi Yitzchak Hamburgher was Rav Meshulam Igra, who was buried in Pressburg. We were there last year. The son of the Noid Yehuda was the son-in-law of Rabbi Yitzchak Hamburgher. Rav Menachem Mendel of Linsk, the father of Rav Naftali of Ropshitz, was the son-in-law of Rabbi Yitzchak Hamburgher. So he also continued on this Shalsheles HaMasorah. I want to read to you the nusach of his matzeva. It says, see if I can find it. It says, Erez Halvanoin, Adir HaTorah Moifes Hadar Yatzasa Nishmasai B'Kedusha Uvetahara Koiloi B'Ramai Nishma B'Boy B'Yom Shehispid Shloisha Rabbanim B'Bechi Gadol. So this is the Rabbi Hamburgher. You see on the top where we have Eres Halvana and Adir HaTorah Yatsa Nishmasa B'Kedusha V'Tahara. On the day that he was maspid the 3 Gedolim in Ehu, that was the day that he passed on Zechusa Yagin Aleinu.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.